I'm here from BeFit Physio. Today I'm going to be demonstrating to you a banded external rotation walk back with a hold. Bit of a mouthful, but essentially what this exercise is trying to do is initiate loading in your posterior shoulder cuff. So this is where a lot of your rotator cuff muscles originate from or sit in. We're going to be performing this in an overhead position at 90 degrees, like so. And it's an isometric hold. So we're essentially loading the muscle group without going through any kind of dynamic range or movement. In terms of why this is a great exercise, it's really nice as a progression from any kind of early stage rotator cuff related rehab you might be doing. So if you've done a lot of your internal external rotations, you've done a lot of your abductions or retraction work, this is just taking it up a little bit a notch by trying to load that rotator cuff group in a more vulnerable position, which is that overhead at 90. So in terms of the setup, you need some form of band. So you can use a power band like I've got here, or if you've got those TheraBands, you loop it around the pole as well. Then from there, what we're going to do is get into our starting position. You want to make sure you get into your starting position while there's no tension on the band. If you try to do it while you're already back here in tension, it's going to be too difficult to set up. So come nice and close to start with, and then we're going to face in line with the pole. We're going to lift our hand up to 90, and we're going to start here. You can see there is no tension on the band right now, so nothing is currently getting loaded. Then from there, I'm going to start my walk back. So as the name suggests, we're going to take a little step back. You can see the band is starting to come onto a bit of tension, and now I'm getting a little bit of loading coming through. If I take another step back, and I only need to take a small step back, and I'm already getting much more loading going through that cuff. And I'm trying to work really hard to maintain this 90-degree position here. Key things you want to make sure that you look out for that you're not doing is you don't want your forearm collapsing inwards, okay? Otherwise you're taking the loading off. You want to make sure you're not doing a bicep curl in towards your shoulder and you're recruiting too much bicep. And then also you want to make sure your elbow is not flaring out at the back end either. So maintain that 90, maintain that strict right angle position, walk back until there's tension, and then hold. And you should feel that firing up nicely while you maintain that hold.